I know I don't have to say that December is such a busy month. And for food allergy moms, it's even busier. For example, there's school events, cooking, shopping, decorating, parties, baking, concert, and that doesn't even touch on the food allergy stuff. Explaining, more baking, more cooking, and more. I know when we were first diagnosed with a food allergy, I often found I was scrambling to try and keep up with it all. I've since learned that there are several things I can do to help decrease all of that extra work for December, and it includes a lot of planning and a little bit of pre-preparation. You'd be surprised how much that helps to decrease how harried you are in December. And isn't that what we all want? The ability to get things done without being stressed and have a safe holiday with friends and family? What is it we can do to get us ready for the holidays now? The first thing is to start with a really good, solid meal plan. This is the meals that you'll have regularly all week long through every week of December. They're just your weekly dinner meals. If you start with a good meal plan here, you'll have a good basis. A little tip here, when you know there's a meal that your kid really likes, keep an individual portion of that meal and freeze it. These are meals that you can bring along with you to holiday events so that you have something safe for your kiddo. The next thing you can do is to pre-bake. We're now in the second last week of November, so I would highly recommend that you take this weekend or an evening soon to pre-bake at least 2 goodies. If you can meet up with a friend or have them come to your house and use your ingredients and each bake 2 different recipes at the same time, even better. Then you'll end up with 4 different recipes of sweets that you could share between the 2 of you. These will be your fallbacks that you can pull out of the freezer when you need to bring a safe sweet treat. The third thing, find 1 to 2 quick and easy recipes that you can stock your pantry with. 1 appetizer, 1 main meal, and 1 dessert. These don't have to be really fancy. Once you've found those items, stock your pantry for them so you're ready when you need to make them. There's a few days around Christmas when there's intense times of cooking. You're going to need lots of food and lots of meals. You'll want to start thinking about the intense cooking times now. There's usually a group of days when there's a bunch of cooking that needs to get done. If you think about those days and break them up, now you can really decrease the stress later. Start to think about the mains and the appetizers and the desserts that you're going to need. Pre-make those things and freeze them. Are there other family members cooking at this time? Who will you need to inform about the food allergies? Do you trust them to cook for your child? If so, great. If not, is there a way you can prepare them or teach them about cooking for food allergies? Or is it something where you just need to bring the safe food yourself? Or you could host, which would allow you to keep things on your terms. Think about these things now so you can figure it out before the crunch happens. There's nothing worse than talking to friends and family when everybody's stressed. Number 5, give yourself a break. Cut corners wherever you can. I don't mean cutting corners for safety. I do mean decrease what you can where you can. If there's an event that just is stressing you out, it might mean that you have to cut it out. Or if you're just feeling too overwhelmed, this is the time when you have to give yourself a break. Other ways you can cut corners are keeping the recipes simple, decreasing all the decorating and the special napkins and those sorts of things. Focus on what you need to focus on. The important part is spending time with friends and family and your food allergy kiddo and keeping them safe. Let some of the other things go if you can. Better yet, have friends and family bring the decor items so you don't have to worry about it. Lastly, reuse, reuse, reuse. Keep those recipes that you come up with this year and use them again next year. These will create great traditions for your family and they'll make your life easier, which is what we want. Stock your blah, blah, blah. I need to go pick up my kids in 25 minutes. I can do this. Sorry about that. Use for an appy. Ding dong. So start. Phone. I forgot to turn my phone off. In other words, let things go. If there are things that don't particularly relate to your, if there are things that don't specifically rate, blah, blah, blah.